by taking the body joint out. And removing the assembly, the screws for the left hand. There's a screw right here. You might want to loosen it first. When loosened, you will see the springs that are attached to the rods, and you will have to pop them off, but don't bend them by using the tweezer. After you've done that, the keys will be loose and you will just gently pull it out. Make sure you don't put the keys under pads, as that might damage them. Next, you want to remove the trail keys, these, by first loosening this screw. Then you will see two springs here, or maybe some of it is over here, and you'll want to loosen them. Now loosen this screw that holds it in. The needles on this side will usually lock the keys in, so you have to slide them out. Next, loosen the key to the first left-hand finger by loosening the screw. And take out the spring needle here. Next, you might want to put on your gloves and gently pull out this rod. And this part will come right off. Next, you want to remove every time you see a spring needle, you need to loosen it. And it will come out right from this hole, like so. hard because I'm doing it the other way. Right here, it'll come off. Lastly, you want to remove this, or loosen the screw so this part can come off. There's a spring on the back that you have to loosen while you're getting the keys out. And keep the rods separate with their keys so you don't mix them up later. The very last key to remove from the top is the left hand pinky. So remove that screw and make sure you don't bend any spring rods, spring needles on the way of disassembling the flute. All you have left is a thumb key. It should be very easy. You just remove that screw and it will come out. And the body joint of the flute is fully disassembled. This will be all the parts you have of the flute. This is the main body. I personally like to keep the screws in, so I loosen it, but not necessarily take it out. This is the right hand keys. This is the thumb key, the first left hand, the fourth finger key, and the trill. Since you already have your flute disassembled, you might want to use a silver cloth and wipe away any tarnish you see on the flute surface. Another thing you might want to do is to take the cleaning rod, put a piece of cloth through it. The more absorbent, the better. And get some rubbing alcohol and just spray it on there. Then you can clean it inside your flute by rubbing it inside. This should be done on a regular basis, even if it's not disassembled, but now is also a good time to clean. Another thing you might want to do is to oil your keys. The Yamaha key oil. You could take your keys and your rod, stick it in a little bit, and put just a drop on the rod, and kind of turn it and put it in there. You don't want to put too much because it'll get squished out. Another place you want to oil that is not on a rod that you could actually see is the keys for the right hand. See which part can be pulled out. There's only one place where you could actually pull it out, and just put a drop of oil on it and just kind of turn it in. To reassemble your flute, the first step is to put the A flat key on. Make sure that the spring is where it needs to be, and to put the rod back in. I found it easier to click on the keys as you push the rod in, and personally I think putting this key and the rod together is the hardest part. It's very easy, just kind of hard to do. Well, yeah. Then you need to screw it back together. Next, you will want to take your G key, and as you put it in, you want to make sure that the spring is in the right position before you secure it. So it needs to go behind. If you put it in, the spring would push it up, so see if you can just put it in correctly.